Hi friends, today I want to talk about timelines and karmic programming. One thing I'd like to mention is this is the month of January and the weather is really doing funny things here. I live here on the southwest of India, and this is the month of Jan. It's supposed to be winter, but it's raining and it has been raining on and off for many days now, like 2 weeks. So anyway, that was like the strange things that the weather is doing. So obviously it's showing that Mother Earth's energetic levels are shifting because when there is instability in the energies, when new energies are coming in and the old is being purged out, what you have is a instability. It manifests as a weather patterns changing, because you have a certain pattern. When you stick to a pattern, that is stability. When the pattern gets broken, it's instability. So we are having weather, a break of weather patterns right now, and it's raining in winter. So coming back to my topic, what is the actual mission of twin flames and star seeds? Why are they like born in certain places, and their twin flames are coming from different cultures, different age groups? What is all this about? Like, really, what is this all about, and how are you supposed to get to the promised land called 5D or fifth dimension? See, dimension is a reality that is projected from you, from your third eye, which means third eye is the combination of all your chakras. Okay, third eye doesn't refer to just the third eye chakra or the Agya chakra. It doesn't just refer to the third eye. Third eye means all your chakras working together in a certain balance and in a certain alignment with your soul, because the soul consciousness is seen at the third eye level. When you become the higher mind, the one mind, which is also called the 5D mind, higher self. And of course, there are different levels. You have your higher self, you have your monadic self. I'm not well aware of all of that right now. Maybe I will get the information in future downloads or any study material that I study. So I will update you all on that. But for now, what star seeds are actually doing is what they are really required to do is, break the ancestral karmic timelines that are being played out. And this is a really tough part. This is a really, really tough part because we have chosen all this. We have chosen to drink the proverbial poison and transmute it and turn it into Amrit. But as you go through it, it is really, really tough. But at the same time, it makes you clear your blockages. And that's a very exciting and an interesting part, I think. Okay. This journey is really very interesting for one. And I'm observing within myself the same resistance that any other normal person would face, because the karmic karma, ancestral karma I've taken on is like huge. So the more the weight of the karma that you have, the more the generational karma. See, if you're clearing one generation's karma, it is different, but the more the karmic patterns that you take on, which is decided by your soul, how much you take on and how much you don't take on, the more the karma that you take on, the higher is the resistance inside you, which means the blockages in the chakras. Okay, so the Kundalini awakening process is about clearing these blockages, and that is why I always advocate celibacy. Here you have people who are in relationships and they are saying that they are on the twin flame path. They are married and they are saying on that they are on the twin flame path. No, no, no. This is not a true devotion to your twin flame. Imagine if Goddess Parvati was married to somebody else and she was saying, "Oh, I'm devoted to Lord Shiva." And then they give Radha Krishna's excuses and all. I don't First of all, I don't know the real story of Radha and Krishna, what happened between them. I know that they are twin flames, but I don't know the real story of Radha and Krishna. Nobody knows. These things can get distorted. Okay, but I don't follow that template. For me, I believe that twin flames are like Shiva Shakti, and it demands that kind of a devotion. So even if you are in a relationship, or even if you are in a marriage, you are actually supposed to leave that marriage. Okay, only if you are capable of doing that, then you are on the twin flame path. Otherwise, you are in a karmic relationship. It's not a bad place to be if you are in a marriage, and if you are in a karmic relationship, or if you are in a soulmate relationship. It is not a bad thing at all. But you can't claim to be on the twin flame path. Okay, now that's a separate topic. But today's topic is clear breaking ancestral timelines. So we have these blockages inside of us, and we keep playing out the same realities of the ancestors. We keep living their same lives. Okay, especially when transits happen. Okay, the situations repeat, the negative karmic timelines repeat. Okay, so basically, starseeds, twin flames, or whoever is on the path of awakening. Of course, we are leading first, but whoever is on the path of awakening, they have to learn how to transmute the karma. Okay, clear the blockages and start creating different timelines. So, what we are generally doing as a whole is we are breaking the 3D timelines, karmic timelines, and we are holding a balanced energetic field. Okay, so what is actually happening on the planetary level is all the star seeds, twin flames, and all those people who are choosing to awaken to their true self, to embody their higher self, they are beginning to hold 5D timelines. Okay, and then what you create is, if one twin flame does this, if one twin flame does this, it's a huge field. It can entrain a lot of people into balance. Okay, but at the same time, there are those souls who have chosen not to ascend, so they will be allowed their free will choice. Maybe they will leave this planet and move to a different planet, or maybe they will exist at their level on a 3D timeline on this planet for a while, because majority is shifting to 5D. Okay, but there might be still people who are existing on 3D timelines. It's totally possible. you know it doesn't mean that the entire planet is going to shift to 5D. There could be maybe 5%, 10% people who are still in the 3D. Okay, but most of the people have chosen to ascend. Okay, so I'm not aware of the details of what is going to happen to those who don't choose to ascend. Okay, but I know that we who are choosing to awaken, okay, the twin flame community, the starseed community, we have to hold 5D timelines. So I was going through a challenging situation for the last month, and again I felt myself, being there was a part of me that wanted to go into the same codependent patterns, and I had to fight. I had to fight, and I had to raise that shadow self up and bring her up into the light. Okay, so I really understand what it is to go from darkness to light, because I've had all the shadows myself. I carried all the shadows, shadow feminine myself. So I don't really judge others because I know the process myself, how it happens. So this is the reason why we agree to take on this huge ancestral karma, so that we have compassion for people when we do our healing work. We don't come from a place of judgment, because we have been there before. We have simply been there before, and we have experienced all the intricacies of breaking a pattern, and that takes many years. So what is really happening is the starseeds, the twin flames, and all awakening community are holding the 5D timelines. So it is entraining the entire planet to a different level of timelines, to a different level of consciousness. And this is how the system is changing. Because actually in reality, the system is really corrupt. You know, if you go in the government offices, you see corruptions. If you go in the police station, you see corruptions. Okay, even the people who are working as NGOs, you know There are a lot of NGOs that are not authentic. You see corruption there also. Okay, so the system is really, really corrupt. So it becomes really difficult for a woman. If you are a woman, it becomes really difficult for you to be at a place of independence. Okay, yes, women are suffering from codependency, but that is because the system in which we are born, this 3D earth reality, programs women into that kind of a codependency. Sorry. Okay, the system is so negative that it puts a lot of pressure on the women to get become codependent. Okay, they want to pursue a free lifestyle, but in order to pursue that free lifestyle they have to polarize so much into their masculine self. So it's like, if you want to be an independent woman and honor your freedom, you have to really you have to really give up parts of your femininity, and polarize into the masculine, or you have to give up parts of your masculinity and polarize into the feminine. So people are put into this polarity trap, as I call it. If you are balanced, then you really understand how difficult the system has made it for people to hold that 5D balance. And that is exactly what all of us star seeds twin flames are required to hold, because you cannot reject your masculine aspects and at the same time you cannot reject your feminine aspects also. You cannot become too selfish and you cannot become too selfless either. You have to be in the middle, because that is 5D, that is neutrality, non-duality. Okay, and non-duality is not just a theory, it's a practical, what you say, syncing up of your system, the nadi system. Okay, non-duality starts from practical place of how the energy current flows in your body. Okay, so at every level you're having non-duality, at the mental emotional level non-duality, at the nadi energetic system non-duality. Okay, at the uh, practical level in your personal life non-duality. So once majority of the people are holding the 5D timeline, then what happens is the collective consciousness changes. Okay, and that is how the system is going to change. Because once the collective, a certain amount of people get to a certain level in the collective, okay, which happens via changing the collective mind. So we are hooked into the collective mind. So when we break patterns, when we clear this ancestral timeline, the entire collective mind shifts. Okay, so nothing can break that force, nothing can overpower that force. So once a collective mind shift, collective unconscious shift, the entire consciousness has to shift. The entire consciousness, all the systems have to raise to 5D, and Mother Earth has already gone into 5D. Okay, this planet has already gone into 5D, but the people on it are yet to catch up, and that is why we are having all these pandemic situations and weather changes and things like that, because there is resistance in the system. If all the people had gone with Mother Earth into 5D, okay, we wouldn't have resistance. So the reason for resistance is that people are lacking behind. Okay, the human consciousness is lagging behind. Okay, so this instability will continue till most of the people reach a certain level of collective consciousness. Reach a certain level of the collective consciousness reaches 5D. This is what I mean. So this is the purpose of the twin flame union. It is so much more than your romance. It is so much more than marriage and children. There is a very clear goal, and the goal is to just zap the collective unconscious, zap the collective unconscious of all the negative karmic timelines. And to do that, first you have to clear the ancestral karma. You have to hold a 5D balance yourself, and that is when you're given the union, because the union basically is what? The union is you completing your mission, which is to hold a 5D timelines. Okay, now this is not an easy process. This is not an easy process. You will hear lots of people saying that, yeah, I'm in a 5D reality, I'm in a 5D reality. Seriously, they are not. Are they having the professional relationships that are really based on 5D patterns? Are they? Are they really having friendships that are based on 5D patterns? I don't think so. You know, I really don't think so. It is one thing to portray a certain lifestyle on social media. It's another thing to actually live it. Because these 5D choices should be part of your daily living, your daily life, your friend circles. You should really pull in the 5D timelines. And yes, everybody has this ability to pull in the 5D timelines. You have to just connect with your soul and the patterns of your soul, the sacred geometry of your soul. You have to activate your chakras. Once you activate your chakras, you start getting the downloads. Or you can study from someone. You can buy books. You can support the light workers. I mean, how much do you spend on a lunch? Okay, easily spend rupees 1000, 1500, 2000. I'm talking about India rupees. Hmm? So, what is the big deal in buying a course? What is the big deal in buying a book and supporting the light worker community, the star seeds, the twin flames? Okay, because we are doing so much for the collective, right? So, it is everybody's duty to donate and support this community, the awakening community, because this is the community that is shifting the world, that is contributing to the world. Because how else can the systems change? If the collective unconscious is negative and filled with karmic programming, no amount of changing on the physical 3D level is going to help. See, both are required. You require people making changes on the physical, practical level, as well as you need people cleaning out the collective energies. The Starseed Twin Flame mission is basically energetic. So there are people that are working on the practical level, and there are people that are working on the energetic level. So basically, it's all about holding the 5D timelines in your professional relationship, in your personal relationships, breaking the patterns, clearing the blockages, keeping your divine masculine, divine feminine balanced. Okay, so we are supposed to shift to a race with an awakened third eye, because that is the state when your masculine and feminine are balanced. Now there are a lot of psychics out there whose third eye is awakened. Okay, does it mean they are balanced? They are mostly balanced. Okay, but the thing is, if your masculine is strong, your third eye awakens faster. So maybe their feminine is weak. You can never say that somebody with a uh, awakened third eye is fully balanced person. I don't think so. That is a proof of it. There are lots of negative people also who have a awakened third eye. Maybe they are carrying their past karmas that they received a awakened third eye, but their behavior is still negative. There's a lot of ego still which they have to process. Okay, so there are lots of people whose third eye is awakened, but yet they are very negative people, yet they are very fake people. There are lots of spiritual teachers also like that are fake, and they have awakened third eyes because they know how to manipulate the chakras, they know how to read energy, they have studied it. It's just like any other technique, but that doesn't mean that they have their masculine feminine in balance exactly. That doesn't mean that they are loving, compassionate people. They still could be having issues. Because I have experienced people with a psychic ability who are very negative. Okay, so actually, you have to finally depend on your own judgment when you interact with someone or you follow someone. Okay, you have to really see what kind of a person this is, how much of their life they're showing to you. Get to know the person, who they are, what they do in their life. Don't buy the image that they're trying to sell you about themselves. Invest in the right teachers, right guides, because the guides and leaders that you are going to support actually contribute to the collective consciousness level. If you support negative leaders, then how will the collective consciousness be? So where you're investing your energy is a big deal. It's an important decision whom to support with your energy. If you end up supporting and following the wrong people, you are investing your energy in creating negative collective consciousness. Okay, so you have to choose those people whom you follow very, very carefully, whom you empower, not just people, leaders that you follow, but everything, everywhere that you invest energy. Like, say you go on a holiday, okay, and you uh, invest in a restaurant, you invest in a hotel, and this hotel is not nature friendly, it's creating issues for the environment, then you are responsible for supporting such a structure. 5D is about choosing 5D structures also to support. Okay, so I think I will leave you with that today. Today I wanted to really stress and explain and remind you about the mission. The mission is about clearing ancestral blockages and holding 5D timelines, pulling in 5D timelines. Okay, and you actually pull in 5D timelines when you complete all your karmic lessons. Karmic lessons have to be completed, which means your blockages have to be cleared in all your chakras. Okay, so I hope you'll have a wonderful week, and I will see you again soon.